It's a 115-minute wait.
Follow all your enemies to the ends of the earth.
Great little collectible.
We're in a tornado warning.
Okay guys, we're back for another night at Halloween Horror Nights 2023. We got a bunch of updates that have happened. They've changed the tribute store, new merchandise. We're gonna be showing you guys where the stay-in screams are and how that's gonna operate. It is raining right now. But the HHN shirt of the day is from HHN 2019, Year of Stranger Things. I thought there's also a Blumhouse experience happening at City Walk. We're gonna go do that first, and then we're gonna go into the park and cover everything. And there's also a bunch of new food we still gotta go try. All right, so it's gonna be located right next to Antojitos, right over here. This just used to be kind of a storage area. That's gonna be the Blumhouse photo experience. Now we got warnings here. Due to intense nature of this attraction, parental discretion is advised. Don't come in here if you have a heart condition. There's gonna be strobe lights, fear of enclosed spaces, but we're going in. Blumhouse photo experience. All right, so you can come in, and they just have the photo ops right over here. They got some AC blasting. So you enter into Blumhouse. They have team members over here to take the photos for you. The first photo op is gonna be for Exorcist Believer, only in theaters October 6th. It's gonna be like the bed. We got the bed right there. All right, so it's gonna make it look like you're levitating on the bed. So this is the Blumhouse one. The next one is gonna be Megan. Looks like there's 4 photo ops all together. So you can take it next to Megan. You can stand right here and it'll look like you're lined up with all the Megans. So let's see how it turns out. The next one is the black phone experience. They have this really cool black light, so the grabber kind of pops up and he goes away. No, I'm not gonna extend my car's warranty. The next one is gonna be Five Nights at Freddy's. I like this. They have like the security and showing clips from the trailer, so nothing else that we haven't seen before. But I'm pretty excited for this movie. Five Nights at Freddy's, and then they have the neon, and then you can be standing with the whole squad of animatronics over here. Then over here it says in theaters in Peacock, October 27th. All right, let's take the photo, see how it turns out. So they said the little Blumhouse photo experience is open from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's only open on HHN nights, so pretty much every night but Monday and Tuesday. Now it's time to go back into Universal Studios. We're gonna go to the tribute store real quick. But Dead Coconut Club does not open until 4 p.m. First set time for the American Sirens, I believe, is 5:45. Over here at the movie theater, they have all the advertisements up for Five Nights at Freddy's. We've made it back into Universal Studios. The banners have returned to the Dark Zodiac Scare Zone. Remember, we had that terrible storm in the beginning and they removed them. They've now returned. At 5 and Dime here at Universal Studios and at the annual pass holder lounge at Islands of Adventure, you can pick up the Dr.Oddfellow collectible tarot card only if you're an annual pass holder. So you show them your annual pass, they scan it, and then they give it to you. So we're gonna pick ours up here at 5 and Dime. The weekly magnet we're at right now is gonna be for The Exorcist. Over here off in the corner, they have brought this back. They have a sculpture of Jack, right? It'll be $250. And also for $250, we have a pumpkin. And then for $75, we have a skull, and it says HHN on it. So the first thing that we got says, I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. This is also annual pass holder exclusive print, but I like that on like the silhouettes, they have their lanyards with their annual pass around it. And this is what you guys are here for, the Universal Orlando pass holder exclusive collectible. You have Oddfellow symbol right there. It comes in this wonderful little sleeve. It's a QR code. I wonder what that goes to. This is going to be the back of the card. It says Dr. Oddfellow. Born in the late 1800s, Dr. Oddfellow spent the early decades of his life seeking out curiosities and unusual sources of power across the globe. Through twisted acts of distortion and deception, he grew in strength until he was able to enter the realm of the Zodiac. There, he took control of the ancient powers that influence humanity and used them to create twisted life forms deep in the jungle. This allowed him to become immortal in the 1930s. Now he intends to use his power to deceive, manipulate the masses. Pass holder exclusive, 2023. On the front, here's the shot, Dr. Oddfellow. This is a great little collectible. Again, the QR code, what do we get? Oh, it goes to this whole website of one of the field journals of Dr. Oddfellow. Okay, I'm gonna have to read this and we'll report back another upcoming video about what the details were in here. Now, the Jurassic Park tribute store is no longer, it's gone. But the question is, will this become Christmas tribute store or will this just become empty space? We'll have to wait and see. Next stop is gonna be the Hello Kitty store here in the front of the park. Now, we've seen this collection now, but now they have a plush of little Hello Kitty as Chucky. So it's gonna be $25 for the plush. It's gonna say good guys. And then on the back, you can even see little Hello Kitty's tail poking out. I only got some new merch in the Universe store, kind of off to the side. This is $85. You have Frankenstein's monster right there. Very thick hoodie. Is there anything on the back? Just that same really cool design on the back. $45 is kind of an acid wash tee. It's gonna say, who is the real monster? You can kind of see Frankenstein's head cut in half. Then over here we have a sweater, the Bride of Frankenstein. There's like some fringing happening, some distressing on the bottom of the sweater. You're looking at $85 for the Bride of Frankenstein sweater, $30 for this Frankenstein's monster hat, $70. This is like a nighttime kind of silky shirt. You have the Bride of Frankenstein right there. It says the Bride of Frankenstein. And it even comes with a matching pair of pants. And then on the back, there's gonna be a spine. $70, they have a skeleton kind of a button-up overall. $70, they also have a Chucky sweater. It's all scratched up. And then there's nothing on the back. And then for $80, this might be one of the softest hoodies I've ever felt in my entire life. But it says, good guys, he wants you for a best friend. Then along the sleeve of the hoodie is gonna be some of the artwork that's on the Good Guys box. All right, so everybody's already queuing up. It's 4 o'clock for Stranger Things. So we're back at the Tribute store. Now they have a Halloween overlay. That's right. So they've added a bunch more details. We got a new book back here. So we have the first edition book right there. This is where they had the Corn comic, which is gone now. So in the first edition of the Tribute to Terror comic. And then also over here, the board game that they created. We have designs for the cards, house card, and they have Dr.Oddfellow's symbol on them. There's different silhouettes of different characters you can have. So you could be a cheerleader, you could be a painter, a bookworm, a football player, annual pass holder wearing some cargo shorts and flip-flops, or a businessman. So they could all be coming to HHN. But here's a better look at the cards. I like that there's more stuff happening. So will this become an actual thing next year? Let's hope. Variant covers are sold out. Sorry for the inconvenience. That's the ones where you put your face in the comic and it's in the Tribute store. They're all sold out now. Cute little Frankenstein, a pumpkin, and then a black cat with a pumpkin. That's gonna be the little details that were added to the first window. Then let's see what has been added to the second window. I still wish they sold that shirt. You know it'd sell very well. So we have the first edition of the comic, right? Then the green edition is the second edition of the comic, and then behind the orange edition, that's the third edition. That's the Halloween special. But you have this moon hanging out with these black cats. Looks like they're up to no good. Over here we have a new sign. It says, from the Tribute Comics family. Have a dreadfully horrible and vile Halloween. And you have the curator right there. It says, pick up the next printing of the Tribute to Terror today. This pumpkin is very reminiscent the chainsaw pumpkin that was used for the design for HHN 92 and 93. That's not the first time we saw that design. The first time we saw it was back at Universal Studios Hollywood in 1986. The same kind of pumpkin design, he's been stitched up. That's a fun little Easter egg. We've got a new little Halloween sign that says, celebrate Halloween in style. Spooky decor, perfect for any haunted home. Crypt or graveyard, sales daily. Only for the Halloween season, act fast. Time is running out, sure if you dare. And then they have, you know, the little Tribute comic mascot right there, Tribby. Now we're heading in. I just love that the Tribute stores kind of evolve over the season. Version 2, and then this is gonna be version 3, the variant, for the Halloween edition. Apparently there's different pages in it, so we're gonna go over that at the end of the video, but it's the third printing. They added a little plastic light-up ghost. So on that note, let's head in to the comic. All right, so when you come in here over by the gravestone, they're gonna be selling it. It's gonna be $15 for the comic. Is this gonna be the Halloween edition? So we're gonna pick up a couple of these. These have all been selling out super quick, so get them before they sell out. I think over here behind the gravestones, they've added some pumpkins. This would be the little Halloween overlay inside here. And then also over here, there's also some more pumpkins. I like the evolution of the Tribute store, right? Constantly evolving, giving you a reason to come back to the store. Okay, this is new. There's a mask, and it looks like it's vomiting up candy. We got little gummy bears right there. It looks like every room there's been Halloween additions added. All right, over here we have some more additions. There's some more candy. They have some matches for the Kitty Cat Club, which is located right across from Boris's office. They've added some more pumpkins. Got some more stuff over here. More newspapers. It's gonna say, extra daily news. Trick or treating, a Halloween tradition cut short because monsters may be real. Halloween is canceled amidst ever-growing number of disappearances citywide. Let's do a whole little rundown about all the Easter eggs that are gonna be here located inside Boris's office. I was not expecting them to go this hard with like connecting the stories and everything. This is so good. Okay, so on the letter, this is from a friend. It's got a little kiss on it. So is this from Gladio Rourke, who comes in within the comic book in a little bit. And then we also see the City Power and Water from New York. It keeps sending letters. Boris is due. He's past due on paying, it looks like, the water bill. And then this is the most interesting one. This is from Ray K, president of your Legendary fan club. Now, Legendary is for Legendary Truth. Boris was the founder of Legendary Truth. Now, who is Ray K? Ray K is gonna be Ray Keim, created a lot of the great things from HHN. They did a little nod to Ray. And then we also have another letter that has popped up. So it says, October 1st, Boris, I've got a tip you may want to keep close to the chest for now. Seems there's a doctor with a bad case of disappearing her clients, not too keen on her keeping a gig that would spell disaster for this city. I'll keep an eye out for more details and we'll let you know if anything crazy happens. It says it is from Charlie. Now, this is gonna be McPherson's comics, right? Charlie McPherson goes all the way back to HHN 2008, and this connects with Bloody Mary. Mary saw several patients to discover new ways to cure them from their fears and phobias. However, due to the disappearance of Charlie McPherson, a freelance photographer hired by private investigator Boris Schuster, Schuster began an investigation into Dr. Agana and her clinic. So this letter kind of kickstarts what happens in HHN 2008. Charlie dies, Boris goes to investigate, but this letter helps connect how Boris became interested with investigating Dr. Agana. Charlie went missing, but we will never see Bloody Mary happen at HHN again because of copyrights and all that stuff. So they can still kind of do these little nods and like subtle hints to the story of Bloody Mary, but they can't flat out use Bloody Mary. And then panic ensues, Halloween festivities come to a halt as strange sightings continue. And then the address on all the letters is the actual address from Boris's office from within Universal Studios. And then there's a missing person, it's gonna be A, and the silhouette looks a lot like Adam, right? Skipper Hoss. Last known location in a downtown office, chair torn. Will we ever find out where Adam is or what happened to him?
Look who it is. He has been found. He's not missing. Now, Adam, do you just stand here all day waiting for us to bring the comic to you? Oh, look, he's signing the 3rd edition. It does look like a bunch of the Surfer Boy pizza stuff is going on sale now. 30% off. There's another cute little pumpkin that was added. There's another little jack-o'-lantern that's popped up right here. There's another little jack-o'-lantern up here. Crow has appeared. Over here, we have a question mark. Is that for the Riddler, right? Originally, Islands of Adventure was supposed to have a Batman-themed land, but it fell through and became Marvel. We have a sailboat print. This looks very reminiscent of the painting behind the Simpsons couch. The entire wall is now full of all the comics. Like a Where's Waldo when you guys come. Just awesome that, like, you know, you guys go out of your way to try to find it. In the pay up comic portion, we do have some additions over here. I like that we have this pumpkin that's been run over string as if it was like pumpkin guts. And then there's also this really cute little glow mold of a little pumpkin guy outside Jim's Diner. Even at the little bakery spot, they've added some spooky decorations back there, a little ghost, and then right below the register, they have a skeleton and a Dracula. Over by the jukebox, we have another pumpkin, and just like even a little bit of paint job that they did on it makes it fit in with the theme and the art style of the comic that you're inside. And then also here on the table, right, where Jim lost his soul, they've added a little witch. And then over here, by the counter, they've added some more vintage Halloween decorations. The one mold that we have not done yet is going to be this one. Official Universal's famous limited edition monster figures. Real life, like non-motion. We've had the Frankenstein one come out, and then Creature, and then the Bride is going to be in room number 2 with Boris, and this room is going to have the Mummy. Down here it says non-posable. I like that you kind of have the Mummy Beetles. The Mummy is being made right now. I'll get a little better shot of him outside. $25, there's also a Chucky Hello Kitty pillow. This thing is super soft. It feels like a squishmallow. Now the final room is gonna be the Eyes of the Ripper. And there's a whole backstory behind these little turnips right here. So to frighten away evil spirits, people in Scotland and Ireland too carved frightening faces into root vegetables, typically a turnip, and placed these outside their home. These are to scare away evil spirits, right? Because the Ripper is coming through and attacking everyone. So we have some little turnips right here. Then if you come over here, there's also gonna be another little turnip. There's also a little black cat, little trick-or-treat pail that's been added right here. And then the classic, you know, we all know Daddy Progress has this little pumpkin on Carousel of Progress in the kitchen. Now they're also selling the 3rd edition comics in the final room where the registers are. So you can pick it up here on your way out. And then right over here, there's also some more little turnips. And then right below him, there's also been added a mask of a skull. And there's another little turnip. We also have the new collection of the rubber ducks. A little witch, a ghost, a vampire, the wolf man, another witch, and then like a little dinosaur monster, little rubber duck that you can purchase. Then on the way out, we have another very evil looking pumpkin, and then some more pumpkin gut smash pumpkins here in New York City. Newspapers are still the same, but there he is. We got the curator right there, looking grumpier than ever. Well, they have blocked this up. It looks like people are sticking their hands in there and grabbing stuff. Now, over here in the Mummy gift shop, you can purchase Creature if you're still missing him. So if you're trying to complete the set, come over here and you can pick up Creature. All right, so the line for Stranger Things starts over here, right, for New York. and it loops all the way around, and then it loops all throughout here, and then it loops all the way around there, and then they'll eventually load you into the queue. All right, now Dueling Dragons opens at 5:15 p.m. and then Yeti Campground Kills is gonna open at 6 p.m. So Exorcist Believer opens at 5:30. I don't think we're gonna do Stranger Things first. We're gonna do Dueling Dragon, then Exorcist, then Yeti. Rami does not have Express, so we got a standby today.
Let me live. It's more than just me in the group that doesn't have Express, okay?
All right, now the Stay and Scream areas, right, is gonna be New York, one in Springfield, and the other one is to be over by Richter's. This one's just for Chucky. This is for like The Last of Us. All of them are waiting for like The Last of Us and Universal Monsters. All right, so on each one of the Stay and Scream signs over by the area, it'll tell you which houses are being offered. So Stranger Things, Exorcist Believer, and Dueling Dragons. And a little later, then Yeti. Bad news, over here where the ration bars are, looks like the ravioli cans are still gone. Yeah, it looks like you're just getting the ration piece of paper with it instead of the can. Now checking for Stay and Scream, they'll just scan your pass right here in the alleyway. Now I always love documenting the weird and bizarre shirts that people wear at theme parks, especially here in Florida. But it says, "I'm not cheating if my wife watches." That's a shirt inside Universal Studios. Now it's currently 5:11. They're preloading us for Dueling Dragons right now. The house opens at 5:15. Now that we got some free time while we wait, here's a better look at the mummy, right? So it says the mummy on the bottom. In the mold, it looked like kind of like a white wax color. In the display, it's a white wax mold. This is more of like a brown tan color. And then on the bottom, it's gonna say Universal Studios. There's a bunch of creative over there. There's TJ right there. Finally, they've added the projectors, right? So you'll have stuff to kind of watch. They'll play the trailers for the different shows and movies that the houses are based on. Dueling Dragons, I'm gonna say, is probably less than a 5-minute wait. Notice a new little detail this time. There's like stained glass, and they have a projection effect where you can actually see the transition when they're turning into the dragons. So look for that next time you're walking through. But we won. We got Merlin this time. Yeti is 6 o'clock, so 5:30 is Exorcist. Follow the signs. We're looking for the Exorcist one now. All right, so back by Auntie Anne's, we got the Exorcist Believer. Here we go. The rain is here. They've added just like this printout black and white piece of paper just as the Exorcist Believer on it. But we're half an hour in and we're almost at the house. Scare actors, great as always. Every scare actor in there goes so hard the entire night, 24/7, every single day. You guys make the house. I still have not seen the film. Apparently the film is not very good. I'm gonna see it later this weekend. The house I always enjoy going through. HHN is not even open to the general public yet, and it is a 115-minute wait. So I'm gonna point out where Oddfellow is hidden within all the scare zones for you guys. So Oddfellow is gonna be having kind of the red vest and the afro. That's gonna be Oddfellow here. Next house is Chucky. Chucky opened at 6 o'clock. All right, stand by. We're like 15 minutes into waiting. So big-headed Chucky is back. He's the final scare. So Jennifer Tilly's being, you know, like electrocuted in the bathtub. I believe in the film she's watching Bride of Frankenstein. Here, they're playing the Bride of Frankenstein kind of promo stuff for the house that was from a couple years ago. In a lot of the HHN houses, a lot of people don't know this, but there's interactive buttons you can hit. This one is a big red button. When you get to the kind of Christmas scene, right, you'll see a fireplace. Look for the big red button on the wall and then hit the red button. I don't want to spoil what it does. And also, Chucky Season 2 is finally on Peacock. So you can watch Season 1 and Season 2. If you haven't seen Season 2, you have no idea what happened in most of those scenes. Going into Shipyard 32. So in this scare zone, this is gonna be Oddfellow right here. You can tell, gosh, by the scar on his face. The backstory for Dr. Oddfellow, right? When Dr. Oddfellow is in the jungle of, he doesn't have the scar yet. That's where he finds, you know, the crystal skull for his cane of souls. And then it's not till the house with Jack where Jack scratches him and the blood gets into Jack. That's how Jack becomes immortal, right? And then Dr. Oddfellow gets the scratch and it doesn't heal. So that's why when Oddfellow's in 69, he has the scar. By Oddfellow, when he's the werewolf within that scare zone, he has the scar. So that's Oddfellow in those two scare zones. We're going off to Dr. Oddfellow now because you hike a very far way. Don't wait till the end of the night to do Oddfellow, Monsters, or The Last of Us because it is a mission to get there and your feet will be dying by the end of the night. So get those houses done early. What are we in right now?
We're in a tornado warning. But listen,
they had the right here. It's gone now. There's no tornadoes at Universal left.
Yet. But what could be more scary thing to happen at HHN than a tornado to just kill us all?
Good news, it's pretty much just a walk-up. About a 5-minute wait. It's now 6:30, so all the general public is entering in. So this will be house number 4 before everybody else gets in. What'd you say about all the walking, Rami?
They said never go alone because you're gonna need someone someone to carry you. They really said your feet this year.
There's a whole bunch of like Amish people here. So much demonic and evil things happening. They're so like religious. Why would they be here where it's all, there's like
Maybe
demons coming after us?
Maybe it's that show where it's like the recently Amish go out and...
They had the beards and hats and everything.
Yeah, they still do in that show. I've seen clips on TikTok, okay?
All right, we're gonna pop into a little Coke Freestyle store. The Coke Freestyle machines are open, but they also have a bar with some special little cocktails. Now these are free. These little Coke bottle keychains you can take with you. We got the mocktail. They also have an alcoholic version. To be what the fright mocktail. Passion fruit puree, dragon fruit syrup, lime juice, topped with a Fanta zero sugar soda with dried blood orange slice. That just kind of looks like one of the Exorcist girls vomited in my drink. Oh man. We tried mixing it all together now, so now it's black like Bob Iger's heart. Oh, that's a lot better. It just tastes like a gummy worm. Imagine liquid gummy worm. That is what you're getting. I'm gonna do like a 7.5. Tastes good, but if you drink that thing quick, it's just pure sugar. It's like a brick of sugar just sitting in your intestines. All right, next food we're gonna be trying is here at the Day of the Dead booth. Looks like they have 2 openings to help with the overflow. We are drenched. This sandwich is massive. Okay, so we got the El Pastor torta. It's gonna have an El Pastor pork, as well as smashed avocados, shredded lettuce, queso fresco, and pickled jalapenos between 2 slices of toasty torta bread. I finished, I just feel like I was eating a baguette with like avocado spread on. I didn't really taste any of the other stuff. 3 of us have now eaten it. 5 out of 10. It's honestly pretty crazy because there's not a single scare actor out right now because of the tornado warning and the weather. Right, now my favorite thing is gonna be at this food stand right here. It's gonna be right before you enter into Springfield. It's gonna be at the Proclamation of Offerings. It does look a little different. Looks like the portion size has been decreased. But it's gonna be the butternut and duck galette, duck confit, and roasted butternut squash, filled pastry, garnished with a buckshot candy. I always say you gotta ask for extra sauce. That's the secret to this. Duck was pretty disappointing. 7 out of 10. Body control tonight. 45-minute wait, Darkest Deal. Here we go, we're going in. That's our 4th run through of Darkest Deal throughout the season. I said it opening night, I'm gonna still say it. I think it's House of the Year. I really focused on the projections. So when you come through, focus on all the different projections and the shadow elements that are happening within this house. It's just like the level of storytelling I love so much within this house. The actors are on point, the costumes, the design, it's just something special. Characters have returned. And here's gonna be Dr. Oddfellow. Crystal skull right there.
Finally, surging through my veins and giving me what I so crave. Immortality!
These characters are also back out at Dark Zodiac. Front scares of Dr. Oddfellow will be kind of doing little mini meet and greets with people. This is where he'll be located, present day Dr. Oddfellow.
My friends, don't be afraid.
You have many creatures, but I want to know what's your favorite? Are you a fan of dogs or cats?
The feline and the canine, so much in common. The one thing that separates them is the intellect. You see, a beast will follow all your enemies to the ends of the earth. But a feline will execute them perfectly.
So on that note, let's go back to the family room and I want to uncover some of the different Easter eggs that they put inside the new Tribute to Terror comic book. Okay guys, we're back in the office now, so let's talk about the Easter eggs that were hidden within the Tribute to Terror comic book. So this is how all 3 of them are gonna look. So first off in the front, it's gonna be a little bit different. The indentation almost looks like the carved out pumpkin for Terror. And then on the top it'll say 3rd printing. Also the color has been changed on the comic book that the gentleman is holding, and it also says Halloween edition. Okay, let's open it up. And I hope this becomes a thing. I hope they just have this like new comic book series every year. Okay, so the first fun little Easter egg that they have in here is an advertisement for Slaughter Cinema. Slaughter Cinema is a classic house. So it says Slaughter Cinema, Nightmare Future, Pumpkin Guts. These pumpkins will cost you an arm and a leg. Then we come over here, it says now playing at the Cary Drive-In, right? Cary, Ohio. The theater is based in Cary, Ohio, right? Place where all bad things happen within HHN. So it says Terror Movie Night. Titles that will make you scream. See in person. 40 select nights only. The Foul Fists of Dr. Fautus, Sorority Sacrifice, Devil Dogs, Shitty's Kids, Barbershop, Stop, Midnight Snack 2, The House Swarming, Attack of the Swamp Yeti, Free Monster Popcorn, medium-sized beverage candy box for every car. Then on Thursday night, there's gonna be a double feature, The Amazon Cannibals from Planet Hell and The Cult of the Beast Baby. And then we also come down here, it says Carrie Drive-In, right? Plays host to your favorite cult classic horrors. Don't forget to visit our snack stand for tasty bites and refreshing sodas. The film's location and advertisement are not real. I wish they made a sequel to this, House of Slaughter Cinema 2. That's just a couple of the fun little Easter eggs that they hid within the comic book. You gotta buy it. There's a lot more. Over the next coming videos, we'll do a full like rundown of all the more Easter eggs within it. But so the new page that has been added is right here. It says Happy Halloween. See you in the next chilling issue. ... A Halloween Horror Nights comic book. And you have the curator right there with then the pumpkin from HHN. So Universal, please make this a thing. We love this comic book. I do love the Halloween overlay that they did at the tribute store. Guys, we have a ton more HHN content coming. We're filming a ton this week because it's like the final week. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button. Join the family.
I love the family!
Because I'm going to keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
We're in a tornado warning.
They're doing the Coconut Club shirts a little dirty. They put
Hooterade?
out front and they cram back here the quality shirts. This is my favorite shirt from the entire event.